Battle of the Droids.
Hi, and welcome to Android Coliseum Hangout number 108. This is our April Fool's edition, but I don't think any of us are into April Fool's, but we did enjoy some of the items online. So let's go through and hear what everybody's favorite was. Just gonna rush through.
Yeah.
Ryan.
I mean, I think for me, the funniest thing has been using Ingress as Pac-Man. It's kind of hilarious walking around. I mean, all the XM is now lined up like pebble, the little pellets, and so as I go through, the little waka 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 waka. Yeah, it's kind of funny, I just wish that, Pac-Man would eat one of the ghosts if you turned it to. But, well, it's kind of. It's still my kid kind of got a kick out of it when he saw it. Wow.
What about you, Martin?
I like the rude one on YouTube. You could just put anything you wanted on and then just hit that button, and the next thing you know, Sandstorm was playing. I got a kick out of that one.
And Sylvain, I haven't seen you for ages, but
I know. Well,
just
my best
start with that.
Yeah, my best one was Google Reader 2.0, and for a minute, I did believe it. I downloaded it, tried to install, it worked, but I couldn't sign in. Thought of you, Ryan.
I know. That one hurt. That one hurt. I knew it wasn't gonna click. I knew it's not coming back. I knew it. When you're like,
When I saw your post, I was just like, yeah, you know what? I'm leaving that alone.
Bring back the bitterness.
I knew not to click the Rickroll link. That was I think that's a goo.gl link. And it was going to be a Rickroll. But like the one that clicked straight to the Play Store, I was like, well.
Well, the one that I really liked was the one about XDA being bought by Google. Like I went and read the announcement, and it's been in the works for a long time, and kicks in on April 20th, and there's not going to be any more ROMs or anything like that. It was just, whoa, this is April Fool's, isn't it?
Yeah.
And things could be taken down at the last minute, anytime.
But
it was pretty funny.
But a funny thing on that, it could have been a real possibility.
Oh, absolutely it could, and it was really well written, so that you're going, no.
But if Google bought XD, I mean, Google's big on root, right? That's the thing. Google wants you to root. They want you to play around with whatever.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either. But they're kind of.
I don't think they do.
They're stuck with it.
That's what made the post so realistic. Was yep, you'll be able to do these ROMs and things like that right up until they fix it, and then they fix that leak and it'll be taken down. So it was really well done. Anybody got some last comments before we move on?
I had just one. I just wanted to ask if anybody of you guys, and I had a couple of them today, had anybody see something they saw on one of the pranks and understand it as real. Like I had a guy coming to me today in the workup. I made a workshop dance at work, and he came in today and he was like, "Ryan, did you? Because I know you're a Google fan. Did you see this Google Panda? This Google Bear? You could ask the bear, and it clips onto your arm." Did you guys see the Google Panda one?
Yep.
It's basically a stuffed teddy bear Google Panda with a phone stuck inside of it that'll respond to the OK Google commands. So. Panda, what if it's gonna be like tomorrow? And but it would clip to a person's arm like a mon chichi kind of thing, and you could take it running with you. So anyways, this guy's like, it looks awesome. I'm like, I probably would buy it for my kid if it was a real thing, but it's a fake, right? And he's like, no, it was on CNN. CNN had it on there. And I'm like, it's April 1st, man. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, I thought it was kind of fun. Anybody else have any experiences today of? No.
I've been really busy since I got back from holidays, so I haven't had much time to do anything. Anyway, and one of the things I was hoping for that did come true was the Lollipop update for my Z3 Compact. So I saw that, Martin, you're going to lead about this. Did you update your phone too?
Fortunately, I'm still on the Z2, and it's not planned until at least next week. So no Lollipop for me, but on the plus note about Lollipop is the Z3 series is getting Lollipop. That includes the tablets, the compact, and all the various forms of the Z3 we've been seeing, which should be very welcome for a lot of people.
I don't know. I'm mixed about it. There's quite a learning curve on it, like much more than I expected. One thing about, people complain about Samsung, but the thing with Samsung is it does integrate those updates into their version, so it's not a big deal. You just have more stuff, but everything's the same. This was a lot of changes. And it broke skip lock. And to have the smart unlock work on location, you have to have your GPS on all the time. And yeah, no. So, but other than that, it updated well. My husband has a Z3C. It's on Bell, and when I checked, it didn't have an update yet. So, I have to check again.
So, what is the learning curve that's very hard for you? Or what's majorly different from KitKat?
Actually, it was just the settings. Actually, one of the things that it was the notification area, like this area.
Mm-hmm.
It is different than it was, and I'm in the store trying to get my phone to auto-rotate, and I'm sort of looking like an idiot because I don't know where it is in the settings. But now, like, the good thing is, now that I've brought it up, it is now like a toggle. So I just haven't had time to really look at it.
Okay.
And I probably just will stumble my way through it. That's how I usually do these updates. And I really don't like that you have to have your GPS on for that smart unlock to work if you're going to base it on location. Now when I get, and it broke my Gear Fit driver, so I can't use it to keep it unlocked anymore.
Gotcha.
So, just a few things like that. It's just small glitches that it's not like my phone broke.
That's true.
Well.
And Sylvain, what about you with the OnePlus One?
Well, I think everybody knows by now that OnePlus One didn't get the update as planned. So yeah, I'm still there waiting on KitKat. And no, I didn't root yet, and I didn't install a custom ROM because I'm just gonna wait for the OTA, like a good old boy. Do I absolutely want it now?
Calm the fuck down.
Hey? Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Calm the F down. So yeah, let's do that and wait. What can you do?
Yeah, you can't do a whole lot, but at least now we know that CM is actually working with OnePlus on the release of the custom CM12S, so we should see something at some point shortly.
Yeah, that must have been in a day. That must have been in a bit of doubt after all the stuff that had gone down. So that is good news.
So it calmed everybody down. Kirk mentioned it.
There was speculations that it would be an April Fool. It would come out today after the news last week of no, it's being delayed. But
that would have been priceless.
Yeah.
Yes, especially if it broke your phone. Anyways, that would be the April Fool part. Ryan, you've been following. I think you're a band leader for Google Hates Canada.
Actually, it's Jace Hernandez, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but Jace Hernandez, who's been a reader here for a while, and we always like to make a joke that Google hates Canada. There's nothing worse than whenever you see a Google Plus post or, help get your business online with these great new tools for your business, and it's like, except I'm in Canada. Google Voice. I'm in Canada. So it's funny the other day. So Jason, his friend there, made up a Google Hates Canada Tumblr post where you can actually submit your own meme or whatever. So We've been having kind of a little fun with that, posting it. So if you go take a look at it, go to the googlehatescanada.tumblr.com. And as a Canadian, there's nothing more Canadian than being able to laugh at our sorrows, right, and make fun of
Yes.
it. So it's pretty hilarious. And you can submit your own. What do you guys? What is your guys' top one wish that if Google could love Canada and would bring to it? What would it be?
Voice.
Me too.
I would have said voice a while ago, but with all the alternatives now, I'm not sure.
The problem here is until Google brings voice, you can't cancel your voice package in Canada.
I'm not even that worried about that as much as, you can do a lot of stuff already through Hangouts, but it does that cycle. It doesn't assign you a number. It would just be nice to have a solid number.
I mean, we have our tip on how to use Google Voice and get an American number if you want. I mean, I would only want Google Voice if I can get a Canadian number, and B, if I can get a local Canadian number, which all the alternatives out there right now, unfortunately, do not do my local area. It's like Thunder Bay is a very black zone area for these, like the Dell phone, PhoneGo, or all the other ones that are out there, right? You can't get an 807 area code number. So I'm okay, kind of, I guess, with for me, it'd be Wallet. I really want Wallet.
Wallet would be nice, too.
I really want to just tap and pay. Just tap and pay. You know what? There we go. Buy whatever. That would be my thing. Because, like, I'm using it so often now with my credit card. All the places that now used to not work now are working perfectly. So I can just go tap. There we go. It's paid. Walk away from it, right? So being able to do
pretty well everywhere that has a tap and pay terminal now works. Like there's still some places that don't have it.
Yeah, if it's a specific MasterCard only one or whatever.
Yeah, like Shoppers Drug Mart doesn't take.
Yeah, it's a MasterCard only one or whatever. So.
Interestingly enough, just quickly about tap and pay and then carry on. When I was in Auckland on my way back from holidays, just in the airport. Don't get jealous because really it was just in the airport. But my tap and pay Visa worked down there seamlessly. And I had expected, it's still a foreign credit card, so that was pretty cool. No issues, just tap pay. Excellent. Anyways, you did mention that there are some things that Google is giving Canada, and that would be
like the Google Drive update. And I've got it on my device. How many of you guys have the Google Drive update with photos now?
Yep.
It's showing up on my phone and on the web app now. The only thing is it's only showing like the last day photos. It's not showing any of my older photos.
It will over the next weeks.
It's not showing any photos I've even taken today. That's the weird thing. It's only showing stuff I've done for the blogger, which is weird. Which is
everything you eventually think it will take several weeks.
I imagine so. I was like,
but the ones you took today should be there from auto backup.
But yeah, see, I did some auto backup and they're not there, but stuff I took on a couple days ago are there. Like 2 photos are there right now. So, anyways, that is available. It took a while, but it's there. Anyways.
It is awesome.
I've said for a long time that Drive should be our main repository for all of our storage in Google. So one little folder that shows all the books we have, one folder shows all the docs and storage files we have, one's going to have like all our music files, one's going to have our bookmarks syncing, all that kind of stuff. If I want to go in and edit anything,
absolutely it does.
So.
But that will be a great thing when that happens.
Yep.
If it ever does. I hope it does.
So, unless anybody's got a comment, more comments? No?
Just happy about it.
Martin, do you have a dog?
No, I don't, but I found this interesting. Now, the makers of Fitbit actually released their Kickstarter project, which is actually funded now, and it's called FitBark for your pet. Basically, track the fitness level of your pet through FitBark. It's essentially the same things you'd get for Fitbit, but it's definitely designed for your pet. You attach it to the collar of your pet, and there you go, done. It was an interesting concept, and I found it fun, but I mean, it's not worth the price they're asking for it, though.
Are you sure it's not April Fool's?
No, it's on April Fool's.
That's what I was asking. It should be put up in
Because that news actually came out last week.
Oh, wow.
And somebody else did something like that too. They did that with one of the trackers that does the GPS tracking, and they came out with the same thing for your pet, and it was just the same thing in a sleeve, so it was quite expensive. What's the price like on this FitBark?
About $100.
Yeah, woohoo! Just to find out that my dogs lie around all day. Not happening. What about you, Sylvain?
What I think about
What does your guy do? Well, does your dog do a lot of activities while you're not around?
Not a lot. So yeah, it's probably useless for us. You know, the only thing I would be able to officialize that he's not doing much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the data to prove it now. You're lazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Work.
Essentially, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, and Martin, you must be pretty pumped about the HTC One availability. You had an HTC for
I had the
a long
M7.
time.
I had the M7. I had the M8, and the M9 is now going to be available on April 17th at the cost of $199 on a 2-year contract, which is actually a pretty cheap price considering that they could have charged way more than that. And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to actually try the M9. Looks like a really solid device. I've been a lover of HTC for a long time, but I'm definitely not going to leave my Z2 for an HTC. Trust me. Not with the features that Sony are giving me that I can't get anywhere on any other devices.
Features like what?
All right. Well, this phone.
Because I should know.
My phone can be seen by any other system in the house, whether it's a PC, a Mac, a phone, a tablet.
True.
All the devices are able to see it. I can transfer copy files from anywhere. I can tell my phone to start casting something on the TV from another device. I don't need to be on my phone to do it. So there's a whole lot of other features built into it that you can't get anywhere else without using third parties.
Yep, I just don't do a lot of that stuff, so I don't. But I do see it on other people's.
Basically, the Sony phones are made to be media devices.
Yep, and they are good ones.
Yep, indefinitely, and also for the aspect of their capability with the PS3 and PS4.
Well, and why don't you just go right on to the next topic?
The next topic, the Volt. Now, some people might have heard about it. That's voice over LTE. So essentially, you're still able to get your voice call on LTE and still able to use your data. Before that happened, one would switch to the other, so your call would drop to 4G or your data would drop to 4G, and your call would be processed over LTE, and it would alternate the stream. Well, now they're both joined together over LTE. And right now, the device that of choice with Rogers is the LG3 Vigor, which Ryan talked about on one of the posts on Android Coliseum. So this news came out yesterday, and it should make for an interesting future for our smartphones, because now we're going to be able to get voice over LTE, which would be higher quality and probably fewer drop calls.
I have a question about voice over LTE. I mean,
well, try to answer it.
See, I was assuming Volt, or whatever you want to call it, was going to be more like VoIP. So it's actually going to be using a data stream or your voice transfer. That's what they keep talking about, how it's supposed to be crystal clear, etc. And if so, would that be using actual data to transmit that? I.e., would you be burning through your data bandwidth versus
No.
just process only?
No. Your voice transmission does not count towards your data. Because it's coming through, and because they're able to actually differentiate what's coming through your data. This would be a voice over IP call coming through your phone number, and you'd be excluded from that.
See, but when they mention
would be different.
Video calls.
Video calls count towards your data.
Okay, so that would be that's not a feature of VLTE. It's not like it's just talking like regular Skype or Hangout.
Exactly.
Video. So it's not an actual video.
No, it's the protocol used behind the voice call that they are able to filter.
And also the other thing I noticed that you do have to, in order to take advantage of VoLTE, is that you would have to be talking to another VoLTE person in order for it to work that way. at least that's the way they explain. I was reading the FAQ on the Rogers site was that if you have VoLTE and you talk to someone who doesn't have VoLTE, you just use regular voice. That's the way I was explaining to me. I don't know, which right now there's only one phone on Rogers that does that. So.
And it's only one phone.
All you G3 Vigor fans, go for it. But anyways, I don't know. I just one of those things like I always heard the term but never bothered to look up for it. I just assumed it was VoIP. It was as a version of VoIP or some stuff, but I guess it's not. So
it's essentially your voice call over your LTE, which is similar to voice over IP, but it doesn't use the same protocols.
It use the data. It's not using data to do that, right?
Okay. Right. From one kind of unique thing to another, we have the Alcatel One Touch watch that's out in Canada. Why don't you talk about that, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm always interested in another watch. I mean, my G watch is starting to show its age, just smaller. So I've been starting to take a look at it. But anyways, Alcatel, which I don't know if any of you guys know this, Alcatel is a subsidiary of RCA. And that's how I sort of equate the quality. So when you look at Bell, is it Bell that usually has the Alcatel phones? Anyways, they have the Alcatel One watch. You can order on their website now. Now it's listed at $150 American, which the dollar right now is
about just 200 Canadian.
Just shy of the 200 mark, I think, right now. So it doesn't really stack up too well. I'm going to have to do a database and put it on the database page to see. But again, as a Canadian, we don't really can't go buy it in a store yet, but you can order it through the Alcatel online shop. So the One Touch watch has a 210 milliamp hour battery, 240 by 204. It has 1.2 inch. So it's not exactly stacking up spec for spec as in.
But you said it's not running Android Wear. It's running its own OS.
This is running its own OS, so it's not going to be fully integrated. It looks like it just has some of the standard, fitness tracker type things, and then maybe some basic notifications or whatever, but not like cards like Android Wear is going to have. So it'd be interesting to see whether I'll give them a shout, see if they want to send us a review unit and try it out. What do you guys think? Let us know. Is this something you're interested in for $190? I mean, you might as well just buy a G-Watch.
You might as well buy a Fitbit Charge if you're depending on what you're interested in.
Might as well buy a watch that has a future.
And that's one thing that certainly I'm looking at is, my next watch, as much as I love that Galaxy S, that Gear S, I loved that device, but I don't have a Samsung phone, and I want something that's going to work with any Android phone. So,
and I don't blame you. I mean, where's the way to go?
Yeah, because it's just got more versatility, and I'm really kind of surprised that Samsung hasn't done better with that. But then even the LG Urbane is, their standalone watch is going to be on WebOS, so it's the same thing.
But it'll work on non-LG devices.
Yeah, and that's the difference.
Why Samsung hasn't decided to open up.
I guess they feel they have a big enough user base that they don't have to worry about it just yet.
Well, I mean, remember, Samsung is really pushing their Tizen stuff.
Yeah, but still, even so, it could still work with any. It could still work with any device. It's just choosing not to.
Are they still over Tizen?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
I mean, their next phone.
Your S is awesome, and it's running on Tizen. And
all their devices forward are supposed to be just Tizen only.
All their non-Android phone devices.
No, they're going Tizen even for Android. They're pushing it far.
No, they learned that lesson in Russia already.
I think they're doing some low-end phones in Tizen, but I think they're still going to keep their foot in with Android.
And this is wishful thinking. I mean, hopefully Samsung doesn't do dipshit move, and then they'll just sink themselves.
Oh, I think the thing about them having a little more competition now is that they're realizing that they can sink themselves. That's the thing with these tech things is, MySpace. Wasn't that long ago that MySpace was the place, and now it's like a place.
It's a
It's a ghost town.
And that's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it doesn't take much for
no, it doesn't.
To catch up.
Yep.
No, it doesn't. So, but companies that are on the upswing, and not that Samsung's on the downswing by any means, but their competition is rising, and one of their main competition is LG. And LG was at Mobile World Congress, and now they have an event. Ryan, what is that event about? Do you know?
We don't know. It's just going to be a great event. Great. So the invites that went out, have that stylistic G, which LG's been using for the Optimus G, the G2, the G3. So we've been hearing a lot of rumors about what this next device is going to be, the G4, what it can do, and what it is, and what it isn't. You know what? I'm not even paying any attention to the rumors. I'm just going to be excited about what happens. I'm thinking this is a bit early, this event. The last year's event by LG was not until like late May, so this is like a month early, and everybody was kind of like, oh, they pushed it back to April, not to compete with HTC and Samsung. Well, the year cycle doesn't even hit till May. So even April 28th is still, I think, fairly early for them to post that out. But who knows? Well, we'll see. Personally, everybody has their fan favorite event device they really like, and personally, I'm really in this LG camp, and I've loved what they've done. So it's been really great. That G Pad, I really miss that G Pad. Was excellent. The G2 I still have upstairs. The G3 I have a G Watch. I'm watching my monitor, the LG. They've really done some really good things in the past couple of years that I really like. And the Nexus 4, the Nexus 5. Some great stuff. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens then. April 28th.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye out on it. After getting my Sony phone, I found out that I'm actually a Samsung fan.
Uh-oh.
We could have told you that, Cass.
Yeah, you could have. But sometimes you have to go away and then come back and go and realize that maybe you made a bit of a mistake.
Aha.
The things that Martin values are great if that's what you value. And for me, it isn't.
And that's the beauty of Android.
It is the beauty of Android. Together, but not the same. Mm-hmm. So, I think that pretty well wraps it up. We have some upcoming reviews. Ryan, you got a car dock from Tilt. I never know how to say that.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a Qi back from my LG, my J.
Oh, I see.
So before I get a chance to review that.
Okay, and you guys got Kids Gear headphones to give a try. Is that Dean's going to try that, is he?
Oh, yeah. Dean is so excited about this. I came across my inbox. It was a kid set of headphones, and I said, Dean, would you want to try this out? And he just, it was like, yes! And then one day I came home from work, and there was this box, and it said, to Android Coliseum. I'm like, hey, Dean, what do you think this is? And he's like, oh, my God! My headphones are in, and he tears into this box, and he was grounded from his phone, and so he had to wait till the weekend. He was just so excited, like, look at this, and I got to fit down, so this is going to be his first review, and we'll be fine.
Oh, sounds good. And Martin, you too are doing some headphone reviews.
I do.
Review on some headphones.
Definitely the DGOS Lab Noir should be very interesting. So far, what I've experienced, it's a very promising. Sound quality coming out of those is phenomenal, and I just love great quality sound. So this is proving to be a very, very big contender to my Klipsch.
Is that what you're wearing now, Martin?
No, these are the Cobras.
Ah, okay. Neat.
And then I know I pre-ordered a clip a long time ago. I got a note saying that they're going to mail it soon.
Yep.
But you have one.
I have the review unit, and I have my own that's in the mail at some point, at some time.
Yeah, mine's
But this is a review unit. And I also have a Pebble Nomad key for the Pebble smartwatch, which will be sent over to Rob, and he'll be doing the review on it.
Cool. So I kind of wonder, I noticed I have the Nomad key, and it would not charge my tablet from a backup battery.
No, and not all backup batteries are able to push out to a tablet via different cables.
Well, this one can, because I usually charge my Tab S.
But it depends on the cable or how the data, not the data portion, but the power transfer is done.
Well, it says it's got, well, you know what the Anchor ones are like. They have a smart and they have a regular port, and neither of them would work, so sad face. That's the way it goes. So, but I think that wraps us up. We're actually on time. So I didn't let you guys do much of an intro, so as you say goodbye, say where you're from and what's happening, and we'll do it that way, starting with Ryan again.
Thunder Bay says hello and welcome to everybody, and we'll see you next time. Tomorrow we're up to a fantastic 19 degrees Celsius. My friend who's going to Ottawa tomorrow is apparently Ottawa is getting some snow and some.
No snow. There's no snow for tomorrow.
Oh, I heard it's supposed to be bad weather.
Nope, no snow. The only thing we're getting tomorrow is freezing rain and a -7 degrees.
Okay. Do you have anything else to add in there, Martin?
No, nothing to add from Ottawa.
And Sylvain, I know you're just down the road from me. Are you getting snow?
Don't say that. I was just going to say the real April Fool is in Wainwright right now. It's snowing like crazy.
Yeah, us too. Although this has been the best return back from a holiday that we've had for ages. We got off the plane and it's like 8 degrees and woohoo!
Yeah.
So we had a nice couple days. I think this is just a blip in the weather.
Oh yeah, not worried.
Nope. So yeah, so I'm just up the road from Sylvain, so we've got the same weather, snowy, but around 1 degree, so not very bad at all. And are you guys traveling for Easter at all, or just hanging out at home?
Just going back to Edmonton for the weekend.
I'm going to Medicine Hat. You guys out east?
No, it's going to be fairly quiet.
Enjoy the 4 days off.
4, we get 3.
What?
Well, it depends on where. Some places in town, I remember when I was at retail, you wouldn't get the Monday off. You get the Sunday off or whatever, or the Good Friday off. One of the two.
I think in Alberta, the Monday isn't a stat.
I work in the city. We take it off.
Yeah.
I still got
take it off.
I need to go to work, so 3 is good for me. So, and that's it. Now I've dragged us over time. So goodbye. See you next week.
Adios.
Have a great weekend. Have a great week.
Ciao, everybody.
See ya.